Yeah, your body is my ecstasy. Feels like you're my fantasy. Close like what your mind can be. Can't forget with your tendencies. Oh, when you ride with me, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications. If you're not new here, I hope you enjoyed my last video. Yeah, and don't forget to give this one a thumbs up as well. Yeah. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the changes that I've undergone or I've experienced since the accident. So at the top of my list has to be the change from being a completely independent person to being completely vulnerable and dependent on other people. Yeah, that's been like the hardest thing for me, like the hardest thing, because I had to depend on people for everything, to feed me, to turn me, to bath me, to like literally everything, like literally everything. I couldn't do anything at all for myself until with physio and everything I've gotten better. Thank God for physio. Yeah. And then another thing that really hit me, a change that really hit me, was having to stop school. So before I was in part-time, like when the accident just happened, it was like mid-year, time for mid-year exams, and like even during the accident, during the operation, everything, I was ready to write my mid-year exams. I was like, I'm going to write situation in Ashani. I don't know, in my head I couldn't think. I can't even sit up. Like I couldn't sit up at all. Yeah, so I had to stop school. I used to cry. I used to cry all the time. I used to cry. And like the school even suggested that I stop school. Like I withdraw for a bit until I'm a lot better. But I used to cry about it all the time. When I just think about it, I just cried. And someone just tells me, hey, what about school? What's going to happen? When I just remember, I cry. I used to cry all the time. Yeah. But yeah, now I'm back in school. Like I said in my first video, I'm under distance. I'm under distance. I'm still at Unza, same program. And then the other thing that also hurt me was the fact that I had to repeat the year again. Yeah, I've said repeat the year and again, not because they mean the same thing. No, they mean two different things in this context. Yeah. And then another thing that has really changed for me is I just see life from a different lens, like very different perspective. I now understand what it's like, or what it is, not what it's like, what it is to be differently able, to be disabled. Yeah, I really understand that now, because like when you look at people, you just think, oh, they're disabled, oh, they can't walk, oh, what. But like there's actually a lot of it. There's a lot that goes into it, I mean to say, because like things that we really take advantage of, things such as sitting. Like I couldn't sit, and even now, like I can sit, yes, but like I don't have 100% balance. Like I'm like 78%, but not like 100% balance. And then things like peeing and other things, like I think I used to take advantage of that. I actually never used to think about how much of a privilege that is, but now I know, because like I'm not able to do that on my own. I need a catheter. If you know what a catheter is, Google your bestie. Yeah, and like other things that I used to take advantage of, and like that's a simple thing as feeling my legs or walking. Like yeah, when I start walking again, I feel like I'm not. I know I'm going to really treasure those things, because I know what it's like to lose them. You know how something has value before you have it, then when you have it, the value reduces, and then you gain the value again when you have it. What? I don't know, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, when you don't have something, you value it more. Then when you have it, you don't value it as much, and when you lose it, you remember the value it had. Yeah, so I don't know if what I've said is correct. Okay, yeah. And then another thing that has changed for me is having to overcome my fears. So this might sound silly, but it's not. I have a fear of being lifted, or I had a fear of being lifted, like carrying me, getting my feet off the ground. It's just like don't do that unless it irritates me. And like now, it's like every day I have to be lifted. Every day. To put me in the car, to get me out of the car, to help me onto the bed if I'm not getting onto the bed myself, because like now I can get into the bed myself. Getting out of the tub, like somebody always has to lift me. And every time, like, especially if my dad is always carrying me, I'm always like, oh my god, and he's always making fun of me because I was like, oh my god, I'll be like, Jesus, because like it's like I still cringe from being lifted. I don't know, I just hate it so much, but like I've had to accept it and just like learn to live with it, even though I'm really scared of people dropping me up to today, like 11 months later. I'm still scared of being dropped by people because I've learned my lesson about how simple my life. And then one of the best things that has come out of all of this, two good things. First of all, it's my relationship with other people. And I also say this in one of my first videos that before I didn't really have a relationship with people. And I don't know why I fail to have emotional connections with people, because maybe it's like a defense mechanism or something. I don't know. But yeah, I really feel to get attached to people. But these days, like, I'm really open to letting people in, and I've become a lot closer to people that I didn't expect to be closer to, or to be close to at all. I mean, like, I formed relationships with people, and that's one of the best things that has come out of all of this. Yeah. And then also my relationship with God has also really strengthened. Like, yeah, I've also said this before, if it wasn't for God, I'll be depressed right now. Like, I'll be down bad, down bad. I would be so depressed. But clinging on to God and using Him to be what lifts me up, for what keeps me up and keeps me going, that has really helped me. And I'm just glad that I found myself as a Christian again. Like, I do Bible study, I go to church, I do everything I'm supposed to do. I read my Bible, I make sure I pray. Yeah. And also with going to church, it's also helped me a lot, because at the beginning of all of this, I never used to feel comfortable going outside. Like, the first time I went outside with my family was on the 29th of August. I remember because it was my brother's birthday. Like, besides the hospital, like going out to do something, we went to Sunday's creation, and you know, like, everybody's just looking at me, and I don't like people looking at me. Like, I understand because I'm pretty, but like, I I hate it when people look at me. It makes me so uncomfortable and makes me feel so awkward. And then, like, being on a wheelchair just made it so much worse. So much worse. Like, everybody's always looking at me. Everyone's just like, I just feel bad. Like, I just want to cry all the time. Like, the tears are just here. Like, you know, chikongo, when it holds you here, it's choking you. That's how I used to feel. And then I felt like the more I went to church, the easier it became for me. Because, like, people are really nice, especially at church. Like, people would come up to me and they'd be like, no, you know, God loves you and what. And I really used to love that when people come to me and they don't talk to me with like judgment. And then, like, kids always look at me everywhere I go. I don't know why kids look at me so weirdly. I feel like, so the type of wheelchair I have, I'll post a picture of it somewhere here. Like, the way my wheelchair looks, it's not like the normal ones, it's electric. So I feel like they think it's a toy or it's a car or something, but like, kids are always looking at me. And I also look at them because, like, why are you looking at me? Yeah. So, like, emotionally and mentally, it should have been a roller coaster. I feel like that's been the hardest thing, because, you know, sometimes it gets lonely when, you know, everybody else is allowed to move on from the situation. Yeah, like, okay, Vanessa was involved in an accident, I move on, but like, I'm still in that state. Like, I'm trying to move out of it. With like physio has really helped me, because I'm able to do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do at first. Yeah, like the fact that I'm able to sit and turn and everything, that's really a lot for me. Yeah. And like, you really have to just depend on yourself sometimes. And like, everybody is always telling me about how strong I am, and I really don't want that. I want to be a soft girl, not a strong girl, in the name of Jesus. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just glad that I've made so much progress in less than a year. Yeah, it's been less than a year since my accident, but I've made so much progress. Hopefully I'm going to make more progress. I'm going to, you know, finally walk again, because that's the only way forward from here. But yeah, I'm just glad to be alive and to be well and to be getting better. And I'm just glad to have experienced something, or like, to understand people better, you know, people who are in the same situation as me better. Because like, before, I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand the extent of it, what it means to be paralyzed. Because I didn't know, like I've said before, you're constantly in pain, like in the nerve. Like you don't feel your legs, but you're always in pain, like in so much pain, and it's just uncomfortable all the time. You can't move around the way you want to move around. You can't do what you want to do. You always have to depend on everybody else. When you're sleeping, you have to sleep with pillows, water, because you have pressure sores. If you don't have pressure sores, go with your bestie again. Yeah, it's just like a lot of adjustments that you have to make, and life becomes really uncomfortable, and you just have to get back there and just keep pushing, because at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It's not. You can still go to school, you can still achieve all your dreams, you can still do everything that you want to do, which is what I'm doing. Yes sir. If you have reached this far, thank you for watching. This is the end of the video. Yeah, maybe I'll be back in a month. I'm joking, I'll be back soon with another video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.